Stop your lies. Stop your conceiving ways, because the same sinister mind among the black people is still here. We don't give a damn about no terrorists. We never did give a damn about no terrorists. I want you to know that. If that man was no terrorist that brought us from our motherland over here and made us slaves to your rule and your regulations, then we don't have a terrorist over here. If that man was not a terrorist over here when they hung us and made us a spectacle before your children, then we don't have no darn terrorists over here. Don't sit up and tell that lie, you lying ass. Don't sit up there and say that. I'm going to talk about you. If that man was no terrorist, and when they infiltrated our neighbor with drugs and alcohol and molested our kids and made the largest prisons and the largest graveyard for our black people here in the United States of America, if he was no terrorist, then damn it, he ain't no terrorist now. Don't sit up and keep telling lies, jumping here and jumping there, to use your weapons of mass destruction to keep killing our people, or keep destroying, jumping in our windows, and pretending we are part of a genocide or something of hatred to find a way to create a genocide and destroy us off the face of the earth like you've been doing from the foundation. Don't keep telling your lies. The ministers of our race, I am ashamed of them. The people that say they walking in the stead of God and telling people about their faith, I'm ashamed of them. Why aren't they speaking out? I don't have no gods over me. But I'm going to stand up and fight you. I don't care if you have 950 million. I'm going to come up against you and fight against you. God said in his word he's going to be my protector, and I believe in him and believe on him. I'm going to fight you. You don't keep telling people, lying with this propaganda lie, hollering terrorists. I'm sick of hearing this. When we was out in the cotton field picking cotton and our hands were busted, oh, where was the terrorist team? When we had to live on the Walls plantation back there with a solid wall on our side, nails was sticking through it. If you fall on it wrong, you'll purse your eyes out as a kid. Where in the hell was the terrorist team? Looking back in time, when we didn't have no food to eat, and we found these onions on the garbage dump, my mother used these to feed us, and she prayed and she thanked God for these onions. And through this onion, we survived as little children, but we was happy because our mother prayed over these things. Where in the heck was the terrorist team? I hate to see these white people sit up and pretend they're people of God, and they preach lies of deception, trying to deceive our mind. And when you have came through the storm, can't nobody tell you about the storm. If you came through these tribulations, can't nobody tell you about these tribulations. Where in the name was you when we had to sit up after our foreparents took and hope built this country? When they went to get government surplus food, they was put at the back of the line, and when the white people, they was put at the front of the line. Where in the hell was the terrorist team? I'm mad as hell because I'm tired of hearing the name terrorist. I'm tired of hearing the name Taliban. You ain't a vessel of God, but you want to make us think this God. God told us in the Bible prophets to pray, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Forgive us this day our daily bread, and forgive those who trespass against us, and we against them. But the part is, the PowerPoint of this prayer is forgiveness. So if you forgive man for his transgression against you and he against you, then where are there terrorists? There is no room for the terrorists. But you use the terrorist lie to create a war of foolishness to go out and kill God's people. I don't believe in your lie. You lying to all these foolish minded people. You lying in front of white people, even when they know you're lying. They embrace the idea you lying, even though they know you're not telling the truth. This creates a justified homicide, and you go and kick innocent people's doors down and murder them and say, "Well, I'm sorry." Same thing President Bush went over there and killed Saddam Hussein. He said, "Well, I'm sorry." Now this white S blank blank out here talking about Barack Obama. You ain't got a damn thing to say about Barack Obama because it was you and your people who ran the darn vehicle in the ditch. So shut your mouth up speaking about Barack Obama. Saying where Barack Obama is in by. But look at the Ezekiel chapter 1, Ezekiel chapter 9, and Revelation chapter 4. You'll see the space shuttle, and Barack Obama didn't build that space shuttle. The hands of the white man built and created it. So where in the hell you sit and talk about Barack Obama? Lord forgive me. And say he's about prophecy, you prophesy about against him. If it's anything, he is Elijah. I am living by the spirit of Moses. These are true facts. And Jesus is above the threshold working this ice storm, and he's going to work you some earthquakes down there. He's going to kill your food chain. He told me to tell you that, said the Lord, keep lying. Because at the end of the day, when you find out you done lied and these things come to pass, you're going to be burning in hell fire, where there is no refuge of peace. He's going to do you like you have done us. You slayed us as slaves with the peoples of slaves came from Africa. You hung us and you made us spectacles in front of your children. You brought drugs to our neighborhood. You transgressed all manner of evil against us. Because it's not in you to tell the truth, you just lie, and call us terrorists. Homegrown terrorists. First was homegrown Negro because you was getting away with it. This was your formality. When you want to do evil against us, you would go out in the back of your pickup trucks. I live the lie. I've been in the storm. You can't lie to me because I don't believe a darn word you say. And they come by us and hit us in the back with bricks or anything they had on their truck when I was growing up. They took and used canes, fishing cane, green, and come by and drive out fast in their white shirt and would let that hit us in the back. They would wage war against us in our neighborhood without a reason. They brought the white merchants in our neighborhood. They set up stores and we had to buy from them to keep them in business. But our people was not allowed to buy us and sell us stuff. So they did this on up to the establishment where it changed. As I went into military, I went as all out of a school which was all black, no white. We could learn what the white were learning because they had a different book. We was getting their leftover books that was tore up and discarded. This is the way we did. After going into the military, this when I found they had to make the black and white sleep alike because they know the environment upon which we came from. That's when my education began to flourish. I understand the things that I never understand in my life before I went in the military.